Today, we are graced by the presence of a visionary leader, a dedicated public servant, and a true champion of innovation and development. Under his remarkable leadership, India's infrastructure landscape has transformed significantly, setting benchmarks in road connectivity, sustainable development, and futuristic planning. We are truly privileged to have him here today to share his insights and inspire us with his wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our chief guest for the NDTV Auto Conclave, Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, Honorable Minister of Road, Transport and Highways, Government of India. May I invite Mugdha Mishra, Editor, NDTV Auto, and Vishnu Shom, Group Executive Editor, NDTV, to escort Shri Gadkari ji on stage.
Come, sir. Sir, आपको एक बटन दबाना है यहाँ to launch our
हमारी NDTV
new
ऑटो की वेबसाइट
auto
लॉन्च कर रहे हैं.
website.
This is the button, sir. Wait a second, wait. Oops. Okay. ये अभी वो वापस बताएंगे हमें कब करना है.
Can we go ahead? Sir, put your hand on top.
इसी में डिजिटल कर दिया था. ई में जैसे आवाज आती है ना वैसे ही बस. सर 5 मिनट के लिए हम
Sir, आइए.
नीचे जाएंगे. 2 मिनट के लिए बस वो चेयर्स लगा ले
अभी
फिर
वो chair
वापस
लेके
बातचीत
आपको
करें.
बुला देंगे, sir.
So we welcome you all to this special occasion, the official launch of the NDTV Auto website. This platform is poised to become the ultimate destination for automotive enthusiasts, providing cutting-edge insights, the latest trends, and in-depth news and reviews from the evolving world of automobiles. May I request we already have Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, Honorable Minister, Road, Transport and Highways, Government of India, and may I request Vishnu Shom, Group Executive Editor, NDTV, and Mugdha Mishra, Editor Auto, NDTV, to please come up on the stage.
Sir, mic. No, I can't. Sir, sorry, sir.
We should have thought about this earlier.
Again, it remains my one.
Well, gear up now for an electrifying conversation with the Union Minister Nitin Gadkari. He is the architect behind India's road revolution. We'll delve into the high-octane world of India's transport sector, from world-class highways reshaping our landscapes to the surge in electric vehicles sparking a green revolution. Discover the future of mobility, the push for sustainable fuels, and how Mr. Gadkari's vision is driving India towards becoming a global auto powerhouse. This is a conversation on how India's highwayman plans to accelerate India's journey into the future. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us. Throughout the day, we focused a lot on India's transition to electric vehicles, EVs. The numbers we have in India, while encouraging, still lag behind, for example, China. But it is your endeavor to actually make us a global leader. What are you doing to ensure that happens?
Our automobile industry is very important as far as the economic growth of our country is concerned. When I taken charge as minister, the size of the industry was 7 lakh crore, and our number was something 7th in the world. But today we just surpassed Japan, and now our number is 3rd, and the volume of our industry is 22 lakh crore. Now the USA is number 1, having the size of 78 lakh crores. Then second number is China, it is 47 lakh crore, and India is 22 lakh crore. It is really a remarkable thing that this is the industry which is giving maximum GST to the state and central government as a part of the GST. This is the industry which is up till now create 4 crore 50 lakh jobs. And this is the industry which is contributes in our growth because our maximum export is from automobile industry. Now the all world reputed brands present in India, and now we are developing the new technology, particularly alternative fuel and biofuel, and that electric, hydrogen, flex engine. I'm coming with the Innova car,
Yes.
first in the world that Innova is,
Flex.
which is on 100% bioethanol. And that creates 60% power, electricity, and the cost as per comparison with the petrol, it comes to 25 rupees per liter.
So before we talk about a full transition to EVs, which is already there, do you believe that we need to be ready for a transition to biofuels much more? That is going to be a middle ground until EVs become
First,
fully
you need to
available?
understand, we have the 25 lakh crores import of the fossil fuel. So this is a big economic challenge. That's the first thing. Second thing, because of fossil fuel, what type of problem for air pollution we are facing, I don't need to explain the people of Delhi. It's very hazardous and it is really a problematic. And the third is, the cost effective point of view also, the cost is very high. So basic our object is import substitute, cost effective, pollution free and indigenous. Now I'm just telling you, it's a really good example. Last year, the price of the corn in the market was 1200 rupees per quintal. But when our government giving permission for making ethanol from the corn, now the corn price is 2400 per quintal,
Yeah.
twice. And now this is the time in agriculture, we have surplus rice, surplus wheat, surplus sugar, and surplus corn. Even we are not up to the mark of MSP also, the market. Commercial prices are lower, and MSP is higher side, and market price to the lower side. So in a situation, it is going to helpful for the agriculture. And if 22 lakh crores of imports of this fossil fuel, if you can take it at least 5 to 7 lakh crore, it is going to increase the growth rate of agriculture.
Right.
So
Sir-
that is equally important.
So you have implemented E20 already, and most likely the E20 petrol availability is going to be pan-India very soon. We are already seeing it's available at most of the places. But what's your next target? Because we have seen lots of countries adopting ethanol at a much higher level. What's your next target with ethanol?
Actually, already the two-wheelers company, Bajaj, TVS, Hero, Honda, they have already, I have launched their two-wheelers on bioethanol. And auto rickshaw also, they have already technology available on bioethanol. The second important thing is now the Toyota has going to establish their plant in Aurangabad for making flex engine.
Yes.
So Toyota, Mahindra, Tata, Maruti Suzuki and Hyundai, they are planning now, they are also in the process of making flex engine car. So now Indian Oil has taken a decision to open 400 pumps of ethanol. In place of petrol, ethanol will be the fuel. And now it is to be really a great achievement that even 100% ethanol we can give to these two-wheelers, three-wheelers, and even for the cars. The other important thing is very important. Just 3 to 4 months before I got appointed to launch the motorcycle on CNG from Bajaj in Pune. the cost in CNG, the per kilometer cost for the motorcycle Bajaj per petrol coming to 2 rupees 25 paisa per kilometer.
Yes.
And for CNG, it comes to 1 rupees per kilometer. Now, already there is an increase in the marketing share of the car who are on CNG. Now, there are two types of CNG. They are petroleum CNG and bio CNG. Now, the parali, rice straw, which the Punjab and Haryana farmers, which they are burning, because of that in Delhi we are facing the air pollution problem. Now, we are 400 projects we have in the process, out of which 60 already started. And they are making bio CNG from parali. And in Panipat, there is a project from Indian Oil where they are making 1 lakh liter of bioethanol from rice straw, parali, 150 ton of bio-bitumen, and 78,000 ton per year bio-aviation fuel, sustainable aviation fuel. So this is to be, we can make this waste to wealth. So I am confident that today the alternative fuel and biofuel is going to reduce our import bill. And at the same time, it is going to reduce the pollution and it is going to increase the agriculture growth rate. And economic point of view, this is exactly the pathway to make India Atmanirbhar Bharat.
You've raised an important point. We all breathe this polluted air this time of the year. But there is often a problem in infrastructure in getting stubble from the fields of Haryana and Punjab to these centers where they can be converted into biofuels. Do you believe this needs to be a national priority? Because transforming the agricultural cycle in Punjab and Haryana is very difficult. Farmers don't want to do that. But if there is an alternative to where their stubble can go efficiently and effectively, it could reduce pollution.
It is 100% possible. Now these 400 plants, which are at maximum in Punjab and Haryana, actually 2 days before I was in Amritsar. Now a lot of people are now starting this project, some of in the process, by which now the cost of the parallel is 2,500 rupees per ton.
Yes.
And the Haryana government is giving subsidy for that. And now there are some agricultural equipment we need to making the baling of that material and everything. All the process is going on. I don't know, but just I listening from the concerning people that this year, the parali burning is reduced by 40%. And I am confident within 2 to 3 years, it is going to be reduced by 100% because there are two important philosophies. One is innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skill, and successful practices. We name it as knowledge and conversion of knowledge into wealth is the one. And the second is conversion of waste into wealth.
Right.
So the parallel to bio-CNG is a conversion of waste to wealth. Now I'm just giving the example. Delhi have 4 mountains of this municipal garbage. Now we have just used 80 lakh ton of municipal garbage in the road construction in UR2 and Mumbai-Delhi Express Highway, yes. Then Ahmedabad-Vadodara, Ahmedabad-Dolero Highway, then in Chandigarh also. So now already we have in the finalization of the agreement that we can take this municipal waste up to 100 meters for using in road construction. So it is going to resolve the problem of waste problem in Delhi. At the same time, by segregating the waste, glass, metal, and plastic, there is a recycling of it possible. And from organic waste, it go to biodigester where we will get methane. And from methane, we can get hydrogen, green hydrogen, or ethanol, or CNG. So this is to be an alternative of waste to wealth. So no person, no material is waste. It is depending upon the appropriate technology. It is depending upon the vision of the leadership about the futuristic vision by which 100% we will convert the waste to wealth. That is to be a great asset for the country.
So in all this, there is a lot of research required and lot of investment required from OEMs to adopt these new technologies as well. What do you think can be done to encourage them to invest here and adopt these technologies? CNG became a reality. We have seen CNG consumption by people, by buying CNG cars has increased. But what can be done so that OEMs interact more and invest in technologies, for example, this biogas technology?
Actually,
adopt them?
actually, frankly speaking, I am working on this from 2004. But anything when the idea is out of box, either it is media or bureaucracy or the system or the people, they don't want to believe it. But today the game is changed now. Now everyone is talking about the alternative fuel and biofuel. Now the Global Alliance G20 is there. Even automobile company was not ready to listen all these things. But today it is become a success story. And I feel that now there is no problem because there are important thing is there. Any project you need proven technology, economic viability, availability of raw material, and marketability of the finished product. The most important thing is, as comparison with the fossil fuel, the biofuel and alternative fuel is very cheap.
Right.
And we don't need to convince the people. Now I just have an electric tractor. So I am spending 3 lakhs rupees maximum in my electric tractor, in my diesel tractor. And for electric tractor, my cost is 25,000 rupees. If suppose you have a car, in petrol car, you are spending 30,000 rupees. For your electric car, the bill will be 3,000. If you have a CNG car, your bill will be 12,000.
Right.
So already the economic saving is there. You don't need to market. And if there is a market is there, you don't need to convince the automobile manufacturer. They are very intelligent people. They understand what is the choice of the people. Immediately they start the production.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about road safety, because unfortunately we continue to have terrible deaths on our roads. 450 Indians die every year. But I think one good thing that is happening is that many car manufacturers are now rated 5-star in terms of safety. When I spoke to you, I think a little bit more than a year back, we had spoken about seat belts in the back of cars. And there's always been a concern even now that airbags, the more you pay, the more airbags you get, which shouldn't be the case. There need to be basic safety standards across car manufacturers. What more needs to be done to bring down the fatality rate on India's roads?
Because of Bharat NCAP, already airbag star rating is there. And now because of the star rating, every company it is now very important for them to make their car up to the mark, up to the standard. And if suppose anywhere it is published, this company car is not up to the mark, then they have to face the problem in the market. So now everyone is cautious. I don't need to make any circular for that. They are very cautious about, because consumer is very, very intelligent now. He understands which is the safe car or not. So that today there is no problem about it. But one thing which I will accept that, from last 10 years I am the minister for all this department. Everywhere there is a success story. But regarding road safety for this year, the accident, 5 lakhs accidents, and previously 1,50,000 deaths. Now more than 5 lakhs accidents and 1,68,000 deaths. And in the death, the 60% of the deaths are young people. Their age is 18 to 34. It's very unfortunate. But there are 4 things which are responsible: is road engineering and automobile engineering. We have already taken all preventive measures. Regarding road engineering, there was a lot of defects. We have given 40,000 crores for improving black spots. In the automobile engineering now, Bharat NCAP star rating is there. We are taking all preventive measures as far as automobile engineering is concerned. Third is enforcement. We have already passed the law, road safety law. And fourth is, that is exactly important, the behavior of the common people. If the red signal is there, you have to stop there. You are, at a time when you are running car or the scooter, you should not talk on the mobile phone. These are the small things. The lane discipline is important, where we need your cooperation. Unfortunately, there is a feeling in the mind of the people, neither they have fear for the law and neither they have respect for the law. This type of situation is there, and we are really facing problem. Now we are concentrating on the students, making lot of program with the help of lot of automobile company and other, and from Amitabh Bachchan to all actor, actress, then cricketers, we are making the campaign, and media is also helping us. But
don't you think we need-
the result is still That is increasing of 18,000 accident in the country compared with the last year. I'm really very guilty conscious and sorry for that.
So don't you think we need to maybe focus from where it all starts, that the driving license? In most of the cases in the country, driving licenses are given very easily. Don't you think we need to fix that problem first, where the driving license process becomes a little bit, it has become a lot because in Delhi NCR itself, there are lots of centers where you have to actually pass all the hurdles. But across the country, the situation is not the same. Don't you think we need to do something there so that driver education becomes better?
I will tell you one of the incident in my life when I was leader of opposition in Maharashtra Assembly. The Vilasrao Deshmukh, who was the chief minister at the time. I know the RTO, he was very transparent. By weaving money, he immediately signed the driving license. So I take the license on the name of Vilasrao Deshmukh, with spending 100 rupees and showing into the assembly, please see, this is the transparent government, that 100 rupees, you will get the license. Now if I can ask the question to all these people, please. Who are the people who are going into the RTO office and giving trial, examination, and after that they get the license? Majority people, they manage, they get the license in their home. But today we have taken a lot of decisions. Now it's not so easy. We have taken all measures for that. Unfortunately, India is the country where you get the automobile license very easily. In the USA, it is so difficult task. Yeah. So now we are also starting one computerized examination also, and we are trying to make it little bit tough and making a procedure strong. Procedure by using the technology, it will not be easy thing. No. But the problem is that this is not a big problem. Problem is rules of the road, whether the people by and large, they are ready to accept this as a responsibility or as a citizen, that we have to obey the law, that is to be a big problem.
Sir, I think one of the biggest achievements under you and of this government has been highway construction. Who would have thought 14, 15 years back we would have the highways that we have now? It's there for all of us to see. But with the construction of highways, there is a certain cost. A part of that cost is borne by the driver who uses that road. Now, we've had a FASTag system. That's worked very well. It's cut down on corruption massively. But there are those who say that the cost of travel on highways is still too much. Is there a better technology or a better way of rationalizing costs on the basis of the distance covered?
We are working on a lot of systems, satellite-based toll system and other thing also. Actually, tomorrow I have a big meeting. Now we have also appointed a committee under the big IT expert of the country. I want to take the opinion of them also. And after that, we will take the decision. And within 3 months, we will go for the tender. It will be transparent system, and it will give maximum relief to the people. We are also thinking on the line that suppose the car travel only for 10 kilometers, he has to pay the toll for 60 kilometers because there is no toll between the other toll, between two tolls. So now we are making the system by which he has to pay only for 10 kilometers. So we are taking a lot of changes in it.
So
we are going to reduce the...
In 3 months, there will be a tender. In 3 months, there will be a tender for what? A satellite-based system?
Actually, in the world, Russia, the one different technology is there. Germany, their technology is different. USA, their technology is different. And we have already, our one team from NHI also visited in European countries and making the research. But still, there is no unanimity. Yesterday, I have a big meeting in my office also. We are also not coming to the conclusion. So finally, we decided that already we have taken the big expert people from the IT, from Indian level, and we are giving proposal to them. And after consulting them, we will take the final opinion from them, then we will decide what will be the line for that. Now there is a problem about the secrecy also. Somewhere the private people, they can take that all data. Then again, lot of objections. So frankly speaking, I am also confused. So what exactly the appropriate line for that? So best ways to taking the opinion from the expert people. On that line, we will decide.
They want data-based uh, toll system, but they don't want to share the data.
The satellite-based toll system, many experts is telling to me that anyone can take that data. Then there is no secrecy. Then there is a judgment of the Supreme Court about the secrecy also. So a lot of conflicts are there. So on the basis of that, whether you want to use satellite from our country or we will use higher satellite from the abroad, lot of problems are there, lot of opinions are there. So finally, we need to have coming to one conclusion that is not still there. So after taking the opinion of these 5 expert people and the committee, we will come to conclusion.
Sir, I just, one or two more questions. Now, we focused on highways, where we're doing a tremendous job. I mean, who would have thought that traveling between Delhi and Jaipur takes about 4 hours? It used to take at least 2 hours more just a few years back. But what do we do about our cities? Look at the city we live in now. And I know not everything comes under the center. Some things do, some things don't. But as somebody concerned about this, flyovers can only do so much. Underpasses can only do so much. What is the solution to our traffic woes?
Actually, in Delhi, outer Delhi and Delhi, we are spending 65,000 crore. We are already completed ring road of 12,000 crore. Then I don't know too much Delhi about it. The Kalindi Kunj near from Faridabad, there we are making on big road there. That is to be on, we are spending 10,000 crore for that. Then Dwarka Express, half the road we are open. Now there is a tunnel by which under the airstrip we come to T3 directly. So from Panipat to airport, it will be half hour. Presently now it takes 2.5 hours or sometimes 3 hours. Then we are making Delhi, Amritsar, Katra. That is just yesterday Prime Minister opened 4 packages of that road. Where Delhi to Amritsar 4 hours, Katra 6 hours, Srinagar 8 hours, Delhi to Jaipur 2 hours. And next January end we will open Delhi to Dehradun 2 hours. So there will be no flight from Delhi to Jaipur and Dehradun after 2 months. They will be closed, no flight for that.
Sir, I want to ask you, there are so many technologies that are coming in the auto sector. There is EV being talked about, hydrogen fuel cell being talked about. There are, in batteries also, there are many technologies being talked about. There is hybrids. What do you think is the optimal solution for Indian auto and pollution worries?
Actually, it is not only, we should not think on the one line. We have to think about pollution, we have to think about the cost, we have to think about Swadeshi, and we have to think about the agriculture, rural and tribal sector. Because in our GDP growth, agriculture contributes only 14%, and the people belongs to agriculture is 65%. So without developing agriculture, we cannot make Atmanirbhar Bharat. So diversification of agriculture towards energy and power sector is very important. The other important thing is the cost for the fuel and for the vehicle. Now, when we started these electric buses and scooters, I remember the journalist asking me very different type of questions. Because no one really was to believe that on the lithium-ion battery, it is possible to run the car. Now, at that time, the cost of the lithium-ion battery was $150 per kilowatt per hour. Now it is 110 rupees per kilowatt per hour. $110. Yes. So I feel that within 2 years, it will be $100 per kilowatt per hour. Then the cost of the petrol vehicle, diesel vehicle and electric vehicle will be the same. And within 5 years, we will have the all electric buses. Now already electric trucks are now coming into the market. So it is so economically viable. Just I was giving the example that tractor, the diesel tractor, the cost for diesel is 3 lakhs rupees, and for electric is 25,000. So because of change in fuel, we are reducing the cost. At the same time, reducing pollution. And at the same time, we are going to increase our export, create new jobs. And I'm telling you very confidently, I am confident that within 5 years, our Indian automobile industry will be #1 in the world. You just see that. The way in which the industry is developing. And there are 2 important things. We are the country where the number one country in the world where we have got all engineering trained, skilled manpower, young manpower available in India. Then availability of raw material. Because of the scrapping policy, the aluminum, copper, rubber, steel, recycling, the cost of the components will be 30% less.
Yes.
And the second important thing is all these big brands, even Mercedes was telling me when I launched their electric Mercedes that we have decided we will go only for electric, and now they want to make India as their main manufacturing station. All the companies are doing. Now, the many companies are exporting their cars from India to the different part of the world. So this is to be a situation. So every time the rise in automobile industry is really very, very remarkable. You know that in the two-wheeler industry, the Bajaj, TVS, Honda, Hero, they are already, their 50% of the production is export.
Yes.
Our scooters are very popular in African countries, even in Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, everywhere. Our trucks are popular, and when we will become electric truck, hydrogen buses, I feel that we will be number one. And presently, I always telling the people कि हम आज ऊर्जा को आयात करने वाला देश है. हाइड्रोजन शुरू होने के बाद ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन हम ऊर्जा को निर्यात करने वाला देश बनेंगे. हम ऊर्जा को निर्यात करेंगे. And I feel that it is in the reach. It is going to happen.
So one final question. It's very important to have a scrappage policy that works. The number of cars that are being introduced daily is very important. We talk about sustainability, but we have to get rid of scrap metal efficiently. What is the solution?
First of all, I will give the thanks to automobile industries. They are now the person who have their car scrapping certificate. They are getting 2 to 3% discount for purchasing new car or new vehicle. So that is to be first thing. Second thing, we have some 60, 70 plants already started, but the fitness center we don't have.
Right.
And today I'm giving you the news that after going to my house, I'm going to sign on the file for, there is a combination of driving training center and fitness center, and we are going to launch new scheme, and tomorrow I'm going to announce that. So that is going to be very helpful, that where every district will have 4 to 5 fitness centers and at least 10 to 20 driver training centers, where this combination will be economically viable, and 100%. After this certificate of the fitness, then we can take the decision for scrapping of that car. Already there are a lot of cars, trucks, buses for the scrapping, they are ready. But we need to have more work on that. Still there are some teething troubles, starting troubles are there, but we will resolve the problem.
You're signing this evening about fitness centers across the country, right?
Yes.
And every district or more than, we will have a certain number of fitness centers where the fitness of a car can be judged. If it's not fit, it gets scrapped. That's what you're saying.
Because without fitness center, now I'm in Nagpur and fitness center in Mumbai. So I have to take 1,000 kilometer car. How it is to be possible?
Yes, sir.
So we are giving incentives. The scheme is there. Parliament is going on. So it is difficult to tell you details about it. But it's so attractive scheme is that there are thousands of people will come and they will start this project, and which is win-win situation for all the stakeholders.
A big round of applause for that. Where on this program, we've got the minister saying that within hours he's going to push to get this done by signing documentation. Thank you, sir.
Sir, I have two questions for you. One question is, what's your view on hybrids? Because hybrids, though they do offer benefits of partial electrification, they get taxed heavily. So what's your view on hybrids?
My view is against fossil fuel, petrol and diesel. It is a mission for me that how we are going to reduce the use of petrol and diesel, fossil fuel, 2 point of view. One is pollution. I am personally, when coming to Delhi, every day I am thinking when I am going to Nagpur. I don't want to even, every day infection is there. One of the report was telling that the Delhi people are now 10 years of their life because of pollution they are facing the problem. So pollution is a big problem because of fossil fuel. And I am the person who is responsible for the pollution. As a transport minister, 40% of the pollution is because of road transport. So that is to be one thing. And second thing is, import of 22 lakh crore. If suppose it's 22 lakh crore, if 10 lakh crore, if you can save this import and put into the agriculture, rural, tribal area, we can take agriculture growth rate from 14% to 20%. It is going to change the socio-economic scenario of our country. So it is in the national interest that we Swavalamban, Swatantra or Swadeshi.
Right.
तो गांधी जी का ही मंत्र था.
Sir, do you think an emission-based taxation structure is something that India should consider?
It is not in my hand. I don't make any comments on it.
But what's your view on it? What's your view on it?
No, I will not give my view because unnecessary it will create. It's not related with my ministry.
Okay.
There are a lot of people in the lot of country, there are a lot of dispute on this subject. Best way is, now this is the appropriate carbon credit is there. So by which we can give the incentives. And the second thing by our policy, now global alliance is there for biofuel and alternative fuel. And it is economically viable. It is going to reduce the pollution. So this time I feel that positively, if we can make this campaign successfully implemented, it is going to resolve the problem. Now, we need development and we have to protect ecology and environment. Ethics, economy, ecology and environment, they are the three important pillars of the society. But eccentric to any side is not good.
Yeah.
The problem is that some of the people who are very eccentric about ecology and environment, and some of the people who are very eccentric about the development, they are not going to bother about the ecology and environment. We need to find out an equilibrium, a middle way by which we can protect the interest of the country, creating more jobs, improve the economy. At the same time, we will protect the ecology and environment. That is to be a balanced thought by which we can resolve the problem.
It's wonderful. Sir,
Sorry, I have one
go
more
right
question.
ahead, yeah.
So, CAFE norms are one of the ways where where companies are being pushed towards electrification. Now, CAFE 3 is expected soon. When can we expect CAFE 3 norms to come in so that industry gets a clear picture and we move towards electrification faster?
Already I have a meeting with the principal advisor of the Prime Minister. I have some reservation about it. So already discussion is going on. We need to have a balanced approach for everything. Now the problem is that we need to encourage electricity. We have to increase the fossil fuel, alternative fuel and biofuel. Even in the northeast and Assam, the availability of methanol is there.
Yeah.
The methanol rate is 22 rupees per liter. We can make methanol from the coal and also as a petroleum byproduct. Now in Bangalore, in Karnataka, I launched the project of Karnataka State Road Transport Corporation, Ashok Leyland buses, adding 15% methanol into diesel. It is 3 months successfully implemented. So a lot of new options. Now in shipping, we want to use methanol as a fuel. So ethanol, methanol, biodiesel, bio-LNG, electric and hydrogen. These are the futuristic fuel. Now people are asking me, you are talking about every fuel. Then what is going to happen? This type of question is there in the common man mind. तो मैं उनको जवाब देता हूँ, तुम सब लोगों में जितना दम होगा, तुम कितनी भी मेहनत कर लो, तो भी डीजल पेट्रोल जाने की कम होने की संभावना धीरे धीरे कम है. इसलिए इतना बड़ा वॉल्यूम है. इसलिए जिसमें जो लगता है वो करो, डीजल पेट्रोल मत यूज करो, बाकी कुछ भी करो और गो अहेड. द डे विल कम दैट वो 50% कम होगा, फिर और 60% कम होगा. धीरे धीरे लोगों का सपोर्ट मिलेगा तो जैसे इलेक्ट्रिक अभी ग्रो हो रही है वैसे सब बढ़ जाएगा.
Sir, it's
इवन
always...
एक कंस्ट्रक्शन इक्विपमेंट का अभी एग्जीबिशन है.
Yes.
मैं इनॉग्रेशन का जाना, अभी सब जेसीबी ने हाइब्रिड जेसीबी बनाया, सीएनजी और डीजल का, मेरे आग्रह से. उनको 1000 जेसीबी का ऑर्डर मिल गया रशिया में. जो टेक्नोलॉजी को अडॉप्ट कर रहे हैं उनका फायदा हो रहा है. आपके पास ये जो ऑटोमोबाइल इंडस्ट्रीज वाले हैं, इनकी एक प्रॉब्लम है. वो नहीं होता है कि जो एक मशीन होती है, एक डाई करते खट खट खट, वही मार्केट में बेचते हैं तो वो खुश रहते हैं. अब नई डाई बनाना, नया कुछ करना तो इनके बड़े जान पर आता है. तो ये नया प्रयोग करने का डर है. पर मैं इनको इनका दोस्त के नाते ये बताता हूँ कि अगर ये चेंज करोगे और ये करोगे तो इससे ज़्यादा फायदा कमाओगे और आपका बहुत अच्छा फायदा होगा. और जो ये नहीं करोगे उनका सेल डाउन होगा. मुझे अब नाम नहीं बताता, पर मुझे एक बहुत बड़े व्यक्ति ने कहा ऑटोमोबाइल इंडस्ट्री के कि जब आप इलेक्ट्रिक की बात करते थे तो हमने आपको सीरियसली लिया नहीं। हमको लगा ही नहीं ये इतने जल्दी होगा। अब आपने इतने जल्दी ये सब कर लिया, अभी 50-60% इंक्रीज हो रहा है, अब वेटिंग लिस्ट हो गई उसकी इलेक्ट्रिक गाड़ियों की, तो अब हमको लग रहा है कि वी मिस द बस। जो टेक्नोलॉजी को समय के साथ बदलेंगे नहीं, वो धीरे धीरे ख़त्म हो जाएंगे, और जो नई टेक्नोलॉजी लाएंगे, नए अल्टरनेटिव फ्यूल के व्हीकल लाएंगे, वो डोमेस्टिक मार्केट में और एक्सपोर्ट मार्केट में आगे ही जाएंगे। तो समय के साथ बदलना और टेक्नोलॉजी को स्वीकार करना, ये देश के इकोनॉमी के फायदे के लिए तो है ही, पर ये ऑटोमोबाइल मैन्युफैक्चर के भी फायदे के लिए है। अगर इलेक्ट्रिक टू व्हीलर बनेगी तो उसका भी वर्ल्ड में उनको ऑर्डर एक्सपोर्ट का बहुत ज़्यादा मिलेगा। तो मेरा उनको भी कहना है कि बिल्कुल आप अल्टरनेटिव और बायोफ्यूल पर कॉन्सेंट्रेट करिए और काम करिए।
Sir, it's always wonderful speaking to you. You are really a visionary, and I think the takeaway for us is matching ecological concerns, development concerns. It all has to come together in a balanced policy which looks at road safety, which looks at the well-being of our citizens, which looks at the future of our highways. Thank you so much for being
Thank
with
you.
us.
Thank you.
We really appreciate your time.
Okay.